Hi, and welcome to the ARTB in-home studio where I design all of the ARTB activities. As you may know, we're putting a lot of activities up on our website for you to download and print at home. So we wanted to release this quick little reminder of the supplies that you'll want to have to take full advantage of that. First and foremost, I want to let you guys know that everything will be designed for 8.5 by 11 standard printer paper, which is the standard letter size. It's very common. Hopefully you all already have plenty of this at home. 8.5 by 11 printer paper will suffice for everything. You can certainly use cardstock and other heavier papers, but I want to make sure that you guys know I'm thinking about what is common and easy for you guys to access. Next, the printer that you have at home. If you have a printer that only allows single-sided printing, that will be fine. There will be lots of activities for single-sided printing. If you have a printer that accommodates double-sided printing, you will have access to all of the activities that will be up for download, and you will be able to print them easily. Now, so as to not exclude those with single-sided printers from being able to access those double-sided activities, I will do a separate tutorial so that you can find out how to print double-sided with a single-sided printer. Whew, I've said sided so many times. But the last thing I need to say about that is that when you are printing on your double-sided printer for the double-sided activities from ARTB, this print setting that you will use is double-sided long edge binding. Again, double-sided long edge binding when you're printing the double-sided ARTB activities. Okay, moving on from all of that. Paper and printer, that's your basics. You'll have lots of activities. That will be all that you need. Next, to get up one more level in the skill set, you're gonna wanna have some scissors that your children can use, okay? So not your giant scissors that are going to make you nervous, but some little scissors. Blunt tip is best, and then also ambidextrous scissors is really what I recommend, depending on the age of your child. They may not know what their dominant hand is yet, and that is fine. You want them to be able to experiment, and having double-sided scissors where they're going to be successful, whichever hand they use, really helps with their feeling of motivation to do it themselves. Now, after we get the scissors squared away, glue, paste of any sort really, but I love glue sticks. One, because there's not too much glue that comes out on the page, right? You're not gonna have as much of a mess with a glue stick. Really appreciate that. If you don't have a glue stick though, which a lot of you may not, then I'm going to show you how to turn a bottle of glue into something that acts a lot more like a glue stick. So you're going to take your bottle of glue, and you can use even just a spare piece of paper, empty out into a little puddle a bunch of that glue. Now, if it's a spare piece of paper, for the ease of your child, you probably want to like stick it down to something first so that it's not going to just raise up in their hand. Maybe a bowl could also be a great solution because Elmer's glue is very easy to wash out. Then you're going to take a stick of some sort, and you're going to let them dab that stick in that glue. And that edge of the stick will now act like your glue stick, right? Now they can dab the glue on wherever they want it, like a glue stick. And set that down and control the paper the same way they would if they had a glue stick. So that's my favorite solution to making bottle glue easier for kids. You know, they're not then trying to figure out how not to put too much glue down and getting really messy, squeezing the bottle, etc. Okay. And really the only other thing you're going to want to have, whether or not you're doing the paper and printer only or the scissors and paste activities, is some kind of coloring implements. Crayons are my go-to, but certainly markers are great to experiment with. Paints of any sort. I like to use some little watercolors or colored pencils. I have a lot of colored pencils here that the boys use, and even colored pens. For that matter, you can mix all of these up, right? The kids have a lot of fun getting to see their creations come to life with the colors that they choose, whether or not it's crayons that they're going to put on before they cut and fold and then find out what happens to the colors, or paints that they're going to use at the end of the process so that they can paint their buildings once they're already built up. Definitely lots of colors allows the activities to be a longer engagement, really extend that creative time per activity. Okay, so I feel like now I've gotten so much stuff out, but not to intimidate you. You really, at the end of the day, only need a couple of things. You need your paper, you need your printer, you need a set of scissors, and some kind of paste, preferably a glue stick. There you go. I certainly hope you guys are excited about doing some ARTB activities at home. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next video.